me through the weirdness.
Hi, my Aquarian
But anyway, just a brief reminder that this is for anyone who has their sun, moon, or rising. I know I'm sitting at a weird angle, but I'm having a bit of microphone issues due to Mercury retrograde, so just bear with me through the weirdness. But anyway, just a brief reminder that this is for anyone who has horoscope, your own chart. Shoot me an email. My email address is in the description box below, and I would be glad if you would like a more specific schedule and reading that is specific to you. All right, now on to your monthly forecast. A unique individual with your own horoscope, your own chart. Shoot me an email. My email address is in the description box below, and I would be glad to send you the information of how to schedule and pay for a reading with myself. All right, now on to your monthly forecast. So my Aquarian people, for May of 2016, your major focuses are going to be on home and family, and also on children if you have any, or if you're trying to have any, on casual dating relationships if that's something that you are interested in, hobbies and activities, creativity, and also on your groups of friends or groups of people that you belong to, any organizations you belong to. So let's break down the month and I will explain it all. Okay, so your fourth house is highly activated this month. And that is because the sign of Taurus is your fourth house of home and family. And this month we have the sun there. We have a new moon there on the 6th. Venus is going to be there till the 24th, and then Mercury is going to be retrograde there the whole entire month of May. Now Mercury is going to start going direct after May 22nd. However, that only means that Mercury is moving out of its retrograde period, but it's going to go into shadow period until the first or second week of June. That means it's still not quite fully back into its regular forward motion, into its regular orbit, so it has to take some time to get back into the flow of regular mercurial things. So yeah, Mercury is pretty much going to be retrograde in your fourth house the whole month. Oh, in regards to how the sun is going to affect you, well, you know, the sun is a big, bright, shiny flashlight that flashes a light and a spotlight on any area of your life where it is traveling through. And for you, this is your home and this is your family life. So there's some things that could be going on, like focusing on your family themselves, like the actual people, or maybe there's some things that need to be adjusted around your home, or maybe a lot of Aquarians with all this fourth house energy going on, maybe looking into moving or selling a home or trying to buy a home, or just trying to find a better place to where they can really call home. I know that's something that is a little bit difficult for my Aquarians to do, because you guys tend to be the type of people that can, generally speaking about Aquarians, you could find home anywhere. You know, you could be anywhere in the world and just like meet people, and they don't have to be blood related to you. You can call them your family or treat them like family, or they'll treat you like family. You know, you can be with friends and it's like the same thing, or maybe even better sometimes, as being around your blood family members. So finding the place to call home and to be like stagnant and permanent there is not always easy for my Aquarian people. You guys kind of like to move around and shift around and stuff and change things up, you know, but yeah, so that can be a focus for you. And as far as the new moon, it's going to bring a new beginning in those regards, in those areas of life. And for you, this is activating all of your water houses, okay? Because the new moon is being positively aspected by Jupiter in Virgo and also Pluto in Capricorn. Jupiter is in Virgo, and this is your 8th house. The 8th house is the house of very deep transformation, very deep psychological thinking, and sometimes it can deal with like joint finances, like any type of intimate joint bond or soul bond that you have with someone, or even like an earthly bond where you share like material resources with someone. So Jupiter is there and it's going retrograde. And then Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn, which is your 12th house. And the 12th house deals with also like deep psychological, like subconscious thoughts, and with your, you know, your spirituality, your sense of spirituality, and how you disconnect from the material world. The water houses are known as the emotional houses. And Aquarians, you guys are normally not very demonstrative, or, you know, you guys don't really display a lot of emotions, just generally speaking about the sign of Aquarius alone, okay? But while all of your water houses are being activated by this new moon, there can be a change that comes to you within your life, especially within your home and family life, that is very, very emotional, very transformational, okay? So maybe you have something that happens within your family, and I don't want to scare you and say, oh my God, your family's going to die, Aquarius. Not like that. It's just maybe something happens, like a realization happens, or a new beginning happens that really, really transforms your family life and you as a person and how you feel emotionally and how you handle emotions. There can be something like that has to do with, you know, spirituality and inheritances that are based around family and family dynamics. Any of those things can come about with the new moon on the 6th of May. Now, Venus is a great, great supporting energy for you in the 4th house of home and family, and she will be there until the 24th. And Venus in the 4th is like having Venus in the sign of Cancer, okay? It's going to make you a little more sensitive, my Aquarians. Actually, all this 4th house activity is going to make you just a little bit tad sensitive, and you're not going to really always be in full control of your emotions like you usually are, you know, but just being honest, you know, but it can help you to tap into your roots, because Aquarians can become disconnected from their roots, generally speaking, a little more easier than most people, you know. You can disconnect from home and family and your hometown and just go anywhere in the world, but you're going to be called back home for some reason, whatever home means for you. This can mean friends, groups of friends that you consider to be like family. They can also be an emphasis for you during the month of May. Maybe family or close friends might really, really need you and need your help and your assistance. And usually my Aquarian people are pretty like humanitarian, excuse my funky hair, baby hair sticking out, but usually my Aquarian people are, you know, good humanitarians and good citizens. You guys like to help people out a lot, so you may be called to really, really be more helpful towards your loved ones at this time. So whatever home and family means to you, you are definitely going to have more of an emphasis and a focus on that during this month. And also because Mercury is going retrograde in your 4th house of home and family, this can definitely bring back a lot of past memories. Because your other water houses are being triggered, this can be actually pretty emotional for my Aquarian people. Bring back maybe some past pain or traumatic experiences, just being completely honest. But retro means going back. It means going back over things so that you can heal from them, especially the water houses are very, very healing energies, okay? So this is definitely going to be a time for healing for some of my Aquarians, and it can be good things like readdressing family issues to rekindle a relationship with family members, reunite with family members, and, you know, resolve any past traumatic issues, any pains with family. So it's definitely going to be a month for that. Or on a happier note, you can't just have like family members call you out of the blue and say that they miss you because you're always out doing your own thing, being an Aquarian rebel out in the world, you know. So family members may just miss you and want to see you and spend time with you. So family, 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 home, 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 big, big emphasis for my Aquarians. So after the 20th of the month and the 24th, the emphasis, the energy is going to shift a little bit into Gemini. And Gemini is your 5th house. The 5th house is a very fun and creative house. It's like creative hobbies that you have, creative activities. It's also like casual dating. So if you are looking to casually date someone and just have a good time with them, well, the Sun and Venus in your 5th house are a good time to take advantage of that. Or if you need to put a focus on your children, the Sun and Venus are there to help support you in a positive way. So maybe you can, you know, have a better relationship with them at this time. If you're into any type of creative endeavor that is your own, like that you have as a business or a side business in any way, the Sun and Venus there are great times to really, really come up with some creative ideas to put your business out there a little bit more. So take advantage of the energy in that way as well. Now, my Aquarians, your 11th house is also highly, highly activated this month. And the 11th house is the Aquarian house. It's like your own home energy because You are the 11th sign on the zodiac wheel, right? So the 11th house corresponds with your energy that you guys exude and give off. So Saturn and Mars are there, and they are kind of a difficult, challenging energy, just being completely honest. So when it comes to friendships and groups, especially with those two energies going retrograde, you may have to go back over some friendships or some groups that you belong to. And this can bring conflicts at times, but it may bring them to you. But I would say don't try to challenge people within groups, because the results for you may not be very favorable, my Aquarians. So, just try to keep cool and keep calm, which you guys are good at. I know that all the fourth house energy going on at the same time can make it a little bit shaky as far as keeping calm and cool and keeping a detached head and not getting too emotional if you become caught up in any type of conflicts within groups. This is, an energy that you are familiar with, so you can work through this challenge maybe a little bit easier than other people might be able to. So Mars and Saturn retrograde, it can bring, on the negative side, unfortunately, but just being honest, it can bring back maybe old conflicts that you had with any type of friends. From the past, it can bring them back. So I would just be mindful of that. But you know what? If you just remain cool, you can come out on top in the end, my Aquarian people. Or, this may be a test and a challenge to see who your real friends are, okay? And who you want to keep around as far as real friends, because your heart is being triggered this month by the fourth and fifth house energy at the same time. So who's really close to home, close to your heart? Who's really true to you as a friend? My Aquarian people, you guys like to reach out to so many different people, and you can gain so many acquaintances in different circles. But the question is going to be asked, and you're going to be challenged, of who are your real, true friends? Just keep that in mind and choose wisely. The full moon is going to be at 1 degree Sagittarius on the 21st of May. And this is also in your 11th house of friendships and groups. And it's going to be in a close conjunction with Mars. So, my Aquarian people, like I said, you guys are normally very cool and calm. You guys don't deal with like all this emotional stuff, and get all crazy and emotional. But the full moons are usually very emotional days. And if it's in conjunction with Mars, the planet of aggression and action, it can cause you to act out in an irrational way within a group or towards friends or something. So I would be very careful and mindful of that. Remember, this is around the 21st. And the full moon brings things to an ending or to a close or to a final decision. So some of my Aquarians, just being completely honest, can maybe get into some sort of a squabble or disagreement with a friend and then decide on that day, you know what, our friendship is done, it's over, Or maybe you just come to a realization that someone isn't a real true friend and you have to cut that friend off, you got to just cut them out of your life because you have bigger and better things and other people to worry about. Or on the positive side, a conclusion can be brought to the surface as far as, resolving a conflict that you may have had with a friend or within a group. So there are some positives to it, but just be careful because of the Mars energy to not just leap before looking, and to just keep your cool head like my Aquarian people normally know how to do. Mars is going to be in your 11th house until the 26th of May, but then Mars is going to move back into the sign of Scorpio until August 2nd. And this is your 10th house of career. So Mars is going to bring back some challenges when it comes to career. So maybe my Aquarian people, you maybe missed an opportunity when it comes to career before, but now Mars is going backwards in that house, and it's going to maybe bring an opportunity back that you need to take action and take charge of, like going after a career goal, or maybe resolving a conflict within, the career sphere, like within, with boss figures or authority figures. But remember, they may challenge you because Mars is retrograde, you may receive challenges from bosses, from authority figures, and you guys are pretty rebellious people, generally speaking, and you don't really like to be hovered over, bossed around. But Mars retrograde in your 10th house, I'm just letting you know, it's going to challenge you to really respect authority and to really follow the directions of authority. Follow your sergeant's directions, or you know the rest if you listen to Easy-E. I just really try to follow the orders and directions, as long as they are not something that is unfair to you, okay? But you are going to be challenged in that area, just letting you know. But on the positive side, it is an opportunity to bring back some things that you can go after in the career area of your life. And then Mars is going to go retrograde on the 26th, but he's going to go forward again in this 10th house in Scorpio on the 29th of June. So you have a whole month of the retrograde action, and then after the 29th of June, it's time to move forward with any type of career action. All right, my Aquarians, well, I hope this was insightful and helpful for you in any kind of way. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to continue receiving monthly horoscopes from me for free. But if you would like a personalized horoscope or a personalized reading of any kind, shoot me an email. It's in the description box below. All right? Well, take care, you guys. I will see you in the month of June. Mwah. Love you guys.